Hello, Richard the Dick Coughlin, 616. How are you? I know some of you are going to sit there going, oh, why are you bothering with this cunt yet again? And I'll explain that in due time. Recently, Drinking with What About Bob, everyone's favourite ranting fucknut, made a video about don't ask, don't tell. And you're probably thinking, you know where he's going with this one? Pretty straightforward. Well, it's not. This has got to be the most frustrating video I have seen by DWB, and I'm going to show you why. I'm going to play you the first, 20-30 seconds of his video. Here.
Don't ask, don't tell. For the last couple of days, Lady Gaga's been running around saying soldiers have rights to say they're gay. Soldiers have rights to say they're gay. As much as I hate Lady Gaga, I tend to agree. Soldiers do have a right to say they're gay. What's the freaking difference? It's not like we're trying to keep gays out of the military. They're already in the military. Gays are already showering next to straight soldiers. Gays are already freaking sleeping next to straight soldiers. Do you think the straight soldiers don't know who the gay soldiers are right now? No, they know. They don't care. You want to know why? They're too busy trying to stay alive to worry about this freaking nonsense.
Now, I was sat there, probably like you are, thinking, hell yeah, right on, Bob, go for it. I was on the verge thinking, no, I'm actually going to thumb up my first ever Drinking with Bob video. But, in classic Drinking with Bob style, he managed to let us down by not letting us down. But then he carried on to say this.
My question is, why do the gay soldiers care? I mean, what do they want? Do they want the right to wear flowers in their hair and freaking comment? Do they want to make sure that the army can't tell them not to match their freaking panties to their socks? I mean, gays haven't made in the military. They don't like what's going on. All they have to do is raise their hand and say they're gay. They get to go home.
What the fuck are you talking about, you dumb cunt? I even read in the comments section one person saying, a lot of these people can't admit they're homosexual because the countries they're going to, homosexuality is illegal. I think murdering's illegal in some of these countries. They're still killing people, aren't they? A lot of people like Bob seem to think that repealing don't ask, don't tell equals must ask, must tell. No! Of course they don't want to run around fucking in pink leotards going woo, like that. They're in a fucking war zone, you tosser. Somewhere you've probably never been, you crazy brave bastard there, you internet fucking hero on your webcam. And yet I know I'm doing the same fucking thing. I'm not sitting there disparaging the lives of people who are out there fighting, apparently, for your fucking freedom. A freedom that some people out there who are gay are fighting for that they don't even fucking have. What this is about, Bob, is a little thing called principle. Now, I know you don't know what that is, because in order to have principles, you have to care about people. You have to actually give a shit about human beings, right? Is not saying that you're gay really a massive thing on the grand... Is it the worst kind of oppression? No, probably not. But you know what? It's the fucking principle. When black people had to go and drink at a separate fountain, a drink fountain, to white people, was that the worst thing in the world? No, not really, but it's the fucking principle. Because what that's actually saying is, you're not good enough for us. What you are is not good enough. Who you are is not good enough. The way you were born is not acceptable in this environment. And that cannot be accepted. That is unacceptable. Now, why am I responding to Drinking with Bob? Because he, like many other YouTube users on here, and I could list off quite half a dozen, is one of these people who likes to make videos but never acknowledge people who respond to him. Because you don't want to address criticism, because that would mean you'd actually have to defend your position. And your position on every issue is almost untenable. But I think there's a subtext to this one, Bob. I think there's an underlying message here. Because a couple of weeks ago, I asked a question. It was a valid question. I said, Bob, are you a gay Muslim pedophile? And now this don't ask, don't tell thing has happened, and you've seen this as the prime opportunity to jump in and say, hey, it's just about mind your own fucking business. It's no, really, Bob. Well, I know you're not going to respond to me, Bob, but guess what? I am not going away. If you think that's going to stop me, you got another thing coming, sunshine. I am going to fuck with you and drive you mad until the day you die or one of us fucking stops making videos. I'm never going to leave you alone. And I'm certainly not going to discourage people to go to your videos and ask you the question that you refuse to answer. The valid question that we will ask and that you won't tell. And for those of you who still don't get it, and for those of you who still don't understand what this is about, I'll leave you with an image. And if you still don't get it now, fuck you and go away. Richard the Dick Coughlin, 616. Good night. May God bless.